still have great admiration for you guys. I don't even know there's a room next door. I'm just kidding. Obviously, really much better performance today than we had last week. Certainly the A&M game, but even the Pittsburgh game, I think we played well enough to win. We didn't play our best basketball, but it showed a little toughness. But I was really pleased with the way our guys played together today. 26 assists on 30 made baskets is a number that makes you feel really good about your guys' belief not only in themselves but in each other and what we're doing. And then to see us have 61 points off the bench is another thing that kind of jumps out off the stat sheet. And we shot free throws really well, which again, the A&M thing just kind of got out of reach, which was really unusual for a team that is a pretty good shooting team and got a lot of guys who are capable of making shots. So overall, pretty pleased. Not excited that we gave up 44 in the second half. The game got a little sloppy there late, and that's something that we need to correct moving forward.
You kind of alluded to it. You struggled on offense in both those games in Brooklyn, but you were able to bounce back today. Is that just a key to the ball movement itself, or was it just simply guys were making shots that weren't going in?
Well, we made a conscious effort to play faster today. We've been bogged down a little bit, and I'm not sure why. It's certainly something I've been trying to study over the first 5 games, but we haven't played as fast as we're capable of playing. I think today we got out in transition much better, and we're able to get a little bit more easy baskets. I think our offense in the half court's fine. I think we run good stuff and get good shots for the right people. But we've got to take more advantage when we get stops and we force turnovers to then convert those into easy baskets on the other end.
So are you okay with, you had 26 assists but also 17 turnovers. If you're playing faster, you're probably going to have more turnovers. Are you okay with that as a coach as long as you are scoring?
Yeah, I mean, I think the turnovers were careless. I mean, really, Kendall has one of our guys wide open on a slip and literally throws the ball. I mean, his guy's open here. He throws it to the defender. I mean, that's a play we can't make. Shines travel. The only one that I think I could live with in the first half was Mitch's offensive foul on a screen. I have to go back and look at that and see if he was outside of his body radius or something. I don't think he moved. But, yeah, a lot of those turnovers are ones that we can correct. So, no, I'm not okay with those. I like aggressive turnovers. I don't like careless ones.
And you mentioned the free throw shooting. You had 24 consecutive free throws they made. It looks like 7 of the guys were perfect in free throw shooting. How big was that just to have so many of them out there making the free throws and so many opportunities to make free throws?
Well, it's another aspect that teams have to prepare for. One of the ways to stop a team from scoring is to foul them and put them on the free throw line. Sometimes it's like forcing a turnover. But for us, it's a real weapon. And if we can get to the free throw line by driving or getting to the offensive glass or whatever it is, we know we got multiple guys that can step up and shoot them with confidence. And then it's a thing that teams go in saying, guys, we have to play defense without fouling. They're going to step up and make them. And, we showed that tonight.
I would guess then, you mentioned the poor foul shooting against A&M and different. That probably didn't concern you as much. You figured that corrects itself?
Yeah, I mean, we shoot free throws literally every day ad nauseum. I mean, it's probably one thing other than shell drill defense that we do every single day, and every single player shoots them. So 2 things I wasn't overly concerned about in that game was I knew Jeff wouldn't continue to play that poorly, and I knew we wouldn't shoot free throws that poorly moving forward. So I felt we could be able to correct both of those, and we have.
How nice is it for you to kind of be back pretty close to a full complement of the guys you thought you were going to have coming into the year? Obviously, one more still to come. But.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. You start to see the puzzle come together a little bit. Still not completely finished. Obviously, we got one guy still out, but, Devon hadn't played and really hadn't practiced that much either. So you could see a lot of his rust out there in the second half. But because the way the game was played, we were able to play him a little bit more and get some more reps for him. Same thing with Zach Dawson, who didn't play at all in Brooklyn. To be able to get some more reps in a game like this was really important for those guys as we develop our depth.
And as Devon kind of gets less rusty and plays more, what do you think his biggest strength is going to be for the team?
Well, he brings us a versatility and a toughness that, we don't necessarily have in another guy. Cam's probably the closest guy to him, that they're both really live bodies, guys that can chase after balls, can guard multiple guys, can do a lot of different things offensively, but they don't do one thing great. They can shoot it a little bit, they can drive it a little bit, but because they're really tough, they can guard point guards, they can guard big men, and they can rebound against much bigger guys, which is something that we'll need going into Big 12 play.
I think
handle shot like 22% in those 2 games up in New York. Assists to turnovers close to even. How important is it to you to kind of see him bounce back with a stronger performance today?
Yeah, man, I'm not one of those guys on a small sample size that gets overly concerned about things like that. My job is to help him understand how he can improve, and he's done a tremendous job of making himself available to come watch film. He comes and watches film with me personally in my office, and we just look at things. Is he taking the right type of shots? Is he prepared when he catches the ball to shoot them? And then it's a matter of just having confidence that you can still make them. He's a guy who scored all his life, and I got confidence he'll be able to. And it's just a matter of staying in the right frame of mind when he's not making shots, still being able to impact the game defensively, still being able to make his teammates better, and he's done that so far.
What goes into your decision of who shoots a technical free throw?
That was the first time I had one, right? I don't know. I put much thought into it. Thomas Zaga was on the court, so he gets to shoot him.
Jeff joked that if he was on the court, he was going to be taking them.
I don't know about that. I didn't have to make that decision today.
You said that if you missed it, 22s were coming.
Yeah.
So is that the rule? If you miss your tech, you got to run 22s?
Well, that's something we do on free throws in general, but a technical foul, because guys get pretty, confident about that. Everybody wants to step up and shoot those. Those are literally ones you didn't even have to work for. The other team just screwed up somehow, and now you get free points. So everybody always wants to shoot the technical. So, but we run 22s when we miss free throws in practice, and it's probably part of the reason that we shoot them well in games.
You mentioned this team playing a lot faster today. How much of that was opponent specific, or how much of that is you want to see?
Well, man, I think they wanted to play faster. They came in playing a pretty high-tempo game themselves, but it was something that we were really conscious of. It was something that was a point of emphasis for us going into the game, and it's been something that I've tried to emphasize before today. It just hadn't showed up the way I wanted it to. So hopefully the next few games we'll continue to make that an emphasis, and then as we evolve over the course of the season, because one thing it does is it gives you opportunities to score before the defense is set. And as much as you can have opportunities to attack the other team without running half-court offense, the more likely you are to get a better shot. So, I'd rather score in transition as much as possible. We work on something pretty much 3 or 4 days in practice of we want to shoot in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock, and we want to try to get the best shot we can as soon as we can. And the more possessions we have, because we have depth, we think over the course of time that'll play itself out.
I saw he came back to the bench. Is Shine doing all right?
Yeah, he got hit probably a pretty uncomfortable place, but he's okay.
Is there a shot that you're uncomfortable with Thomas taking?
I haven't found it yet. His biggest key is defensively. He's got to stay conscious of being in the right position. He's not the best guy laterally, so when he gets caught out of position, it's hard for him to make up for those mistakes. So defensively is where I talk to him more about things. Again, I was fortunate that I actually recruited Thomas when I was at Stephen F. Austin, so I watched him play a lot. And I've been to his high school and watched him work out. No one works on his jump shot and has more confidence in himself and his ability to shoot. And it's a great weapon for our team, so I want him to shoot as many open threes as he can.
You guys had somewhat of a slow start, like 2019, more past the midway point of the first half. What do you attribute that to, and what changed after that?
I don't know if I attribute it to anything specific. I give credit to Houston Baptist for being prepared. They did a good job. Coach Cottrell's a veteran. He's been around a long time, and he had his team ready to play. I never expect to come in and just run away with a game. I expect the other coach to be as prepared. And they got guys on scholarship just like we do, and to have pride and play the right way. I just think over the course of time, our game plan, our athletes, our system was a little bit better than theirs was today.
Coach, you're winding up a semester and you've got exams and all those distractions, and your schedule is going to get tougher here with Wichita State, Florida State, Tulsa. How do you kind of manage that with your kids?
Yeah, it's a challenging time for everybody. Everybody's got exams. Everybody's got things like that going on. It's just a matter of staying focused on the things that we control, like we have through all the other things, right? We've dealt with a lot of distractions. So academics certainly can't be one. That's one of the constants here. As they go to class, and we reminded them of that tomorrow, we expect them to show up and be on time and handle those responsibilities. And when the semester is over, it's one of the best times because we'll have 3 or 4 weeks where it's literally just basketball. We can improve, and we'll worry about those other teams as we get closer to those games.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Happy belated Thanksgiving. I know no one in here ate too much.
You enjoy New York?
I did. It was fun.
Tell me, what was working well for
My teammates, my coaches coach ran some plays for me. My teammates set some great screens and threw me some good passes. So my job is to hit shots down.
Jeff, I think with about 8 minutes left in the first half, you guys were up just kind of 20 to 19. Did you kind of feel like those first 10 minutes or so, you guys didn't have a whole lot of energy, and then what kind of changed from there?
A little bit. I thought we came out kind of flat, but I thought that we just picked it up and just started playing our style of basketball.
And what's it like just for you guys trying to work together with, you have Devon Dillard playing his first minutes of the season, and just as all the players get back to full strength and get back together, what is it like working with kind of a new lineup in different games?
It's a little rusty. Obviously, it's his first minutes back. I mean, he played great today. But yeah, it's going to be a little rusty. It's going to take us some time to get accustomed to practice. That's what practice is for. So we'll get things down in practice.
When you were shooting your technical free throws, what did that guy in the front row say to you?
All net, because my first one hit the rim. So the second one, I made sure I switched it.
I'm glad you made it because
That would have been
there
bad.
was going to be a punishment.
That would have
if
been
you
bad.
didn't.
Yeah, I would have had punishment if I missed that.
What's the punishment?
Coach Mike said 22s,
Yeah,
so
if I
he said
missed.
22s as more than one, so that's something that we're not trying to
That's a no-no.
do.
We ain't trying to have that.
What's involved in the 22?
Down
switch.
back in
In
22 seconds.
Yeah.
How much is ball movement effort in your guys' offense? You guys had 30 made baskets, excuse me, and 26 assists on those baskets. How big is it moving the ball in your guys' offense?
It's huge. I mean, we have great point guards who passes the ball, and like we have a lot of playmakers. So I mean, it's pretty easy to make shots.
I agree. I think it shows how our team is very unselfish. And the only objective we have when we step on the court is to win. We don't really care who gets the spotlight or anything. So I think it speaks volumes for what kind of character our team has.
After you guys have kind of had a rough shooting night on Monday and Tuesday, is it kind of nice to get back to where you're hitting a lot more shots today?
It is. Finally, just really like seeing the ball go in and stuff like that. So just like a pretty big boost for us, I think. And so it was good for us. No, yeah, I'm done.
What was it like with the free throws? Y'all had 24 consecutive free throws as a team. That's a Big 12 record there. Just how important do you think the free throw shooting was?
That was a
in
Big
this
12
game?
record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think BA was the first one to miss, but I think we started counting.
Shout out to V.
Oh yeah, we just started counting. I think I checked, and then I think Brad said that we were at 24, and I think BA was at the line and kind of shanked one, and we were like we all just went crazy. And we're like, oh man, come on, B. But
Nah, free throws are huge. We work on them every day in practice. We run if we don't make them. So coach has made it very pivotal for us to work on our free throws.
Jeff, when Thomas is on the floor, obviously his range kind of heats things up. How different is it when he's on the floor in terms of what the defense is doing?
I mean, they gotta guard him because I mean he can dang near shoot from half court. So I mean, as soon as he crosses that half court line, you gotta check him.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
When's school?
What'd you say?
When is school out?
I think 2 weeks left in the semester.
Christmas break, yeah, is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So.
So it looks to me like the schedule ramps up a little bit as school lets out. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Kind of, where do you see that fitting into concentration and focus and?
Great question, actually. I think that would be, since we won't be in school, I think we're dialed in every day, but since we won't have to be focusing on academics and finals will be over, we'll kind of get a little break. And then I think the competition gets a little bit better, so I think we'll be dialed in most definitely. Yeah, I think we'll be looking forward to Christmas break and to those upcoming games.
Thomas, is it a lot of pressure to be the guy that shoots the technical free throws? You know, he could pick anybody, and
No, I want that. I want that pressure.
It's because I
I want that shit. I want to shoot those. Most definitely. No pressure.
Jeff, would you be shooting him if you're on the floor, or would you let Thomas do it?
He wouldn't be shooting. if I'm on
I
the
would
floor.
vote, but I mean,
We'll flip
pick
a
your
coin for
poison,
it.
really.
You
Yeah,
pick your poison.
Pick
There
your
you go.
poison.
Jeffrey, how comfortable are you now? Are you back up to, full go, or are you still feel yourself kind of transitioning?
I'm full go. I think I just came out kind of flat. My first game back, but then that second game, brought me back to speed, and I think I'm fine now.
Was Devon excited today?
He was really excited. Really excited.
As a team, we were excited for him as well.
Here in a couple weeks, Yankuba's going to get to play. You guys are going to be at full strength, whereas a couple weeks ago there were 4 men on the bench, and today he scored 61 bench points. How nice is it for you guys to be able to have all that, especially you two who came off the bench today, to be able to add and help to the team's lead?
We have great camaraderie within our guys, within our program. I think the guys coming off the bench, when we get to full strength, will be huge for us, and it'll be a strength for us. I think our bench will be a strength that might get overlooked sometimes, but I think our bench speaks volumes.
For either of you guys kind of ramped up the pressure quite a bit on defense at times, trapping and getting out there full court. How much do you guys like playing that style of defense?
Oh, we love it because it kind of takes their teams out of really what they're trying to run, because they're really not kind of what's the word for it? I guess how they normally play, and then we kind of just play or just mess it up, for them. Make it harder for them.
Yeah, I think we like it. We like to sit. Sit down.
Sit. He's the leader of the sit gang, so.
Sit squad. We're a sit squad over here. Sit gang. We like to sit.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate that.
So,
Have a nice
just
day.
looked at